Good morning, LC people. Well, Dave's had a slow week this week. I've been waiting for parts. I was on Eddie Pfeiffer's bike at the end of last week and beginning of this week, and ordered some more bits for that. But yeah, I'm still waiting for some components on it, so that's on hold for now. Gareth Davis owns this F2. Poor lad's been working his backside off for weeks and weeks, and he's not been able to fetch his bike, so I pulled it in this morning, and it's going to be a sad goodbye for me for this bike. I love this colour. Back in the 80s, I had an RD400. My mate had LC that I couldn't afford to buy off of him. That was my first love affair with an LC back in probably 83, 84. Something like that. Maybe 86. Anyway, my mate Steve Hubbard, not seen him for donkey's years, he had one of these, and I just fell in love with it. I finally got one of these in this colour in, when was it? Crikey. I was 40, 15 years ago now. I paid 500 quid for it. I fetched it from near Papworth Hospital, and I had it for about a couple of hours, had it running. And I met Andy Holmes at that time. I wasn't really clued up that much, and the rectifier had gone down, it wouldn't charge the battery. He sorted me out, bless him, and we've been friends ever since. So an F2 in this colour is an emotional bike for me. So I was very happy Gareth brought it, and I will actually be very sad to see it leave. I think it's cost him a pretty penny, but it does absolutely look stunning. Still not sure about the pipes on it, by the way, but there you go. I like these in standard trim, but gorgeous bike. So what's happening? This is going out today. Darren Harris is bringing me back his LC. It's in Kenny Roberts' colour. He's got some noise on the front end, can't remember now. So he'll be here with that later on. What else? I've got another LC waiting for the crank to come back from SCP. The barrels are done. Hopefully I'll hear from him about that today or tomorrow. Pair of seats getting recovered for TJ Steele's old 250 and 350 LC that Paul Nicholas has brought me. They're just waiting for the paintwork, and they'll be done, and the seats. And that's where I'm at. Now today, I've not been putting this LC off, this 500, but I have to make a concerted effort on it. As you know, the frame came back, and my good friends the Buchanan boys have been very kind to me, not busted my chops, watching me do everybody else's bike but theirs. Yeah, my Honda went out on that Wednesday because it was a nice day. I've got many selections of forks, swing arms, and things to clean up and fettle. So I've got to fettle these bits, which is a ball ache. I hate fettling things, but you have to do it, don't you? I want to try and get this rolling chassis together on this bike today. But Steve's got a few bits out for me, but I need lots of like the axle pin for like the rear suspension, all the linkagey bits. I've got to find a shop for it. Clean up the yokes, and I want to try and get it together. But as you know, these bikes without a centre stand, it's not Dave's normal practice, is it? He puts a centre stand on it and builds around that, but unfortunately in this case it's not quite like that. If I remember rightly before, I sort of had the front end in it and the back end had to lay it over like this to put the engine in it, to get the suspension all linked up to the bottom of the engine so I could stand it up on the side stand. Pain in the backside. Anyway folks, my apologies for not posting this week. I've been a bit quiet, but I've had a sort of quiet week. I suppose the time of year don't help, does it? We've changed the clocks and the bed's pulling as it does. But yeah, I've not given up, I've not forgot, but it's a sorry day to see this lovely F2 go. I've seen an N1 I got my eye on. Brian Rook, if you're listening, mate, yeah, I've seen it on Marketplace. Good price that is. You never know, mate, we might have a deal. I'll think about it. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. I'll keep you posted. If not today or tomorrow, maybe next week, who knows. I'll see where my motivation leads to. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. Dilly dilly.